Hello, everyone. Welcome to our next session of Meet the Members of Empower Africa. My name is Shai Bernstein. I'm head of business development at Empower Africa, and I'm super excited to host our special guest today, which I'll present in a moment. For those of you joining us for the first time, Empower Africa is a business community with a mission to drive investment, trade, and job creation in Africa. We believe in trade over aid and that business is the best way to create sustainable and scalable solutions. We believe in bringing good people together. This way we can enhance the communication and the collaboration across the continent, whether it's SMEs, entrepreneurs, investors, banks, private equity funds, VCs, nonprofits, multinational enterprises, government officials, you name it. Speaking of bringing good people together, it's my honor and pleasure to welcome Aysha Tegally, CEO of Future Females Invest, based out of Mauritius. Aysha, thank you for joining us.
Shai, thank you so much for having me. It's a real pleasure to be here.
The pleasure is ours and the honor is ours. Please, Aysha, tell us a bit about yourself.
So as you have already said, my name's Aysha Tegally. I'm CEO of Future Females Invest. I'm living in Mauritius. I've been here for 4 years now. Prior to moving to Mauritius, I was based in the UK. I was born and raised in the UK. My father's Mauritian, my mum's Indian. So I have dual heritage. Mauritius is an African country, so I'm part African, part Indian, and really aligned with the mission of Empower Africa. And I really think what you're doing is fantastic. So a bit about me. I run Future Females Invest, and we'll talk about that a bit later, I guess. But I'm a mother of 2 children. My daughter is 14 years old and my son is 11.
Wow.
So they keep me quite busy. Lockdown and, all the COVID restrictions have been quite challenging for me as a working single parent, as it has been for many women. And it's really, really driven me to advocate for women and more support for women, because women end up doing more in the home.
100%.
Because things, there's no schools are closed. Maybe your domestic workers or support workers or childcare can't come and help you, so you end up picking up other bits of things. So I've been a chef, a very, very, very bad chef, very bad cleaner, and a teacher. Gosh, I have found a newfound respect for teachers, over the past year. So it's been a very, very challenging year, not just for me, but for many other women entrepreneurs, women investors, women who are leading. But I think it's really shown the tenacity and resilience of women. This pandemic has, I believe.
Wow. I want to just, join you on that. I think the first time I think just kind of, being born white, well, I don't know if white, but white male living in a Western country. I remember visiting different places around the world and just really having that underlined and kind of been, wow, things that I take for granted, right? And I grew up in a house that, my parents completely equals in everything. My mom is a psychologist working full time. My dad cooks in the kitchen, like very, but then you really see how many barriers, how many challenges many women and different people around the world are facing on a daily basis. And just to tap on what you're saying, because I really want you to continue and hear more about you, but my wife, and I remember it's only after I got married and kind of really saw it in my own, eyes, the amount of work, that women, especially mothers, right, who are working, it's just it's tremendous, and I admire, and it's inspiring how working, women juggle everything together. My wife's a doctor, and I see it 100%. She work so hard out and at the same time being with the kids and everything. So anyway, just wanted to it's inspiring. On that note, why don't you tell us a little bit about FFI, Future Females Invest?
Yes, so FFI was basically funded to close the financing gap for female entrepreneurs. I've been working for a long time with incubators and accelerators, and what I had seen in the incubator and accelerator space was, women were coming on these programs with like fantastic businesses, fantastic ideas, but they weren't growing. There was almost like a glass ceiling when it came to accessing the funding that they needed for scale.
Right.
And some of it was due to self-limiting beliefs. Some of it was due to, intrinsic biases within the financial world. We know that less than 2% of venture capital goes to female founders, and even less of that goes to female founders of color. So, without that access to capital, it's really, really difficult to grow a business. I set up a social enterprise in the UK when my son was very small, so maybe 10 years ago. And I remember being given a grant by Unlimited, which was one of the social enterprise accelerators in the UK. It was for £20,000. Now that capital was catalytic for my social enterprise, right? Because that enabled me to leave my full-time job, put my son in nursery, and have a bit of breathing room to work on this social enterprise. And had it not been for that, that organization would not be where it is today. So, catalytic capital for female founders is incredibly, incredibly important, because it gives the women, that mitigated risk, almost that opportunity to take that risk, because they know at home is covered. There's some research that shows that women put 90% of their income back into their community and the home, because we have to. We feel, I'm not speaking on behalf of all women, but the majority of women, feel that responsibility for the home and the family, and need to make sure that everything's okay. Wow. So I could never just, leave my full-time job and embark on a business. But, it was interesting that in the cohort that I was in some of the cohorts that I've run for incubators and accelerators, you have these men, and you're like, oh, okay, great. Right. You're doing this project. Yeah, my wife's at home with the kids and she's working, and she's giving me this opportunity to kind of build my business. And we need more of that for women. We need, that space opening for women. Yeah. And, also the research shows that, you invest in a woman, she will look after your money and make it come good, and return it. So, FFI was really born to provide women with the access to capital, access to knowledge, access to frameworks, but also access to social capital and network. Again, one of the things that I saw when I was, running my business and early in my career, because I had my children, I wasn't always able to go to the after work networking events.
Right.
I wasn't able to, do the weekends away. And, so I feel like, women do miss out because of our other responsibilities. So it's ensuring that women have access to the networks that they need to grow and scale and build their businesses. Fantastic. And that's what FFI is all about. And additionally, another reason why women don't access, I believe that women don't access or receive the funding and the capital that they need and deserve, is because we don't have enough capital allocators who are women. So we don't have enough women who are sitting on investment committees, who are running funds, who are angel investors. So what we do as well as FFI is we enable women and encourage women to become capital allocators. So we have a network of FFI Angels, who are a bunch of truly amazing women who invest in female-founded businesses, and we like to invest at that kind of pre-seed, seed
right.
Level, so that we can say to these women, you know, we believe in you, we believe in your business, and we want you to succeed, and we can go on that journey with them so that they're not alone on that journey. We can support them by opening doors, we can support them by being a shoulder to cry on, or a listening ear, or a challenge, you know, as well as giving them the finance that they need as well.
Fantastic. And so who would you like to be connected with on the Empower Africa business community and in general?
So I would love to be connected to anyone who would like to invest in female founders in Africa. You don't have to be a woman. We do, you know, we do love men, and we want to work with men because we know also that men can open doors for us that we may not be able to open for ourselves, and we want to, you know, really, really collaborate. So as I said, anyone who wants to invest in African female-founded businesses across the continent, particularly women who are interested in investing, maybe haven't invested as an angel before,
Right.
and want to dip their toe in it. You know, the way that the FFI Angel Network works at the moment is we take a syndicated approach and a democratic approach, where we have the startups pitch to us. And, you know, if you don't like the business, you don't have to invest. If you love the business, you can invest whatever amount you wish to invest. If you love the business, but you don't have any capital at the moment, but you can say, I can offer you this introduction, or I can support you to develop your business in this way, you know, everything helps. So that's who I would like to be connected to.
Fantastic. Okay, great. And before we wrap it up, I always like to ask our guests to share a saying that inspires them or that they resonate with. So please.
So Maya Angelou said, if you don't like something, change it. And, you know,
Wow.
that's how I live my life. If something's not working, if I'm not happy with something, then it's time to change it. It's time to do something about it, right? You know, I don't like the financial system that we have at the moment. To me, it's skewed against women. It's time to change it. It's time to break it.
Wow. Fantastic. Aysha, you inspire me. Thank you.
I hope so. Thank you. And you inspire me as well. And also, I just want to, one last thing, if that's okay.
Please.
Resonate with Empower Africa, because
Okay, Aysha, thank you so much for joining us. We'll, of course, continue our discussions offline. Thank you for joining us today. Have a good one.
Great. You too.
Take care.
Bye. Bye.